asking God for something and God not giving us an answer. So, a lot of the times when people ask God for something and they think that they aren't getting an answer, the answer is no. So, if you're continually asking God for something and there's no, God's not making any moves to give it to you, most likely God's answer is no. And I think that people have a hard time accepting um, the answer no from God. Um, and God is sometimes tells us no because He has something else planned for us, or He's trying to teach us a lesson in our life. And sometimes we get to the point where we think that our lesson has, oh, I've been doing this for so amount of time, so God should have done something by now, right? Well, sometimes God's message for us, sometimes God's lesson for us extends much longer than we think that it should. And the whole key is to have faith in that God is going to move in your life, or He's going to provide in the situation that you want Him to provide in. It's not our we are able to have wants, and there's nothing wrong with having wants for things, but when you're constantly going over the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and you're missing out on the blessings that God have already given you in your life, and you're missing out on taking advantage of those because you're constantly complaining about something that you want or something that you don't have. God's not going to be in any rush to give you what you want. When you are content with the blessings that God gave you or the blessings that you have, that is when God is going to move in your life. And until then, He will continue to teach you the lesson that He's trying to teach you because you're not getting it. And I'm I'm saying that it's okay to want, like, it's okay to want things, and it's okay to hope for better things. But sometimes we tend to stand in the way of God moving, and really, when we're blaming God or we're shaking our fist at God, it's us that are standing in the way, and it's us that are causing the barriers to take place because we can't simply be grateful and use what God has given us for for His good. Every opportunity, even if you're being helped, every opportunity is an opportunity for you to bless somebody else. But in blessing them, it doesn't mean that you are this great person who should feel like you're, better than anybody else because you're blessing someone. You know, you're all that you're doing is you're taking the opportunity to use what God has blessed you with. It doesn't matter where you're at in your life. It doesn't matter what you do and you don't have. You can still, like, if you have one loaf of bread, you can still break that loaf of bread in half and give it to somebody who needs it. Like, it doesn't matter how much you have, you can still take that opportunity. And even if you have nothing, you can still pray with someone. Like, you can still sit down with someone and you can still pray with them, like, and encourage somebody else, because that's where our blessings come. And not only that, but it creates good spirit, and it creates good energy around us when we do stuff like that. Never feel like you don't have enough to bless somebody else, because the littlest thing will be the thing that means so much to someone. And if you want boulders to be moved in your life, you can't complain those boulders away. Like, just because you complain and you complain and you complain and you complain, does not mean that those boulders are going to be moved away. Like, it doesn't matter how much you talk about your situation or how much you express to people the situation that you're in. God knows the situation that you're in. He knows what you're going through. And that is not going to change the situation that you're in by constantly saying, oh, I'm here, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that. What that's basically doing is speaking that into your life. When you say that you are this or you are that, you're speaking that into your life. When you're talking about it, you may say, I'm here, but I'm in the process of being delivered. That gives you an opening in a way of saying that this is where I'm at right now, but I'm moving on to something else. Don't just say, I'm blah, 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 because you just spoke that I'm you. You are what you say that you are. And just basically, I'm just saying, use every opportunity that you have. Make sure that when you're listening to God, you're really hearing what God has to say, what God wants in your life. And just be conscious of the people around you that also need help and also need deliverance and also need somebody to be there for them. And that's basically all I'm saying. Thanks for watching this video today. Bye.